All right, guys. Got my email like the next person from Motorola. And I started reading it just like you did. And you were probably pretty shocked, just like I was, when I saw the details about the Motorola Razr. So we're in 2019, and it is time for this device that we've all been hearing about all year, pretty much, about the leaked Motorola Razr, the refresh, the 2019 version. So in this video, we're just going to discuss some things about it, and we're gonna just give it a rundown. First of all, I gotta say. I definitely like the phone. If you're a person, if you're depending on when you were born, you probably are gonna have that nostalgia about this phone. You're gonna be impressed with it, and you're gonna be excited, and you're gonna want to run out and buy it, which is what Motorola is hoping to do. But there's a few things that stop that. So first off, it's running 6 gigs of RAM on Android Pie. In my opinion, it should have Android 10. There's no reason why this phone should have Android Pie because they started the production on this years ago, and they know that this phone should be current. And they're bringing it out at the end of the year too. Actually, the beginning of 2020. Pre-sales start, I think, in December on the 26th or something like that, according to Motorola, I believe it is. And it doesn't get released until 2020 January. So that alone is DOA. If they bring this phone out with Android Pie in 2020, DOA. It has 6 gigs of RAM, which is nice. It's got a Qualcomm 710 clocked at Snapdragon 710 at 2.2 gigahertz. I'm perfectly fine with that. The 6 gigs of RAM, the 128 gigs of storage, and the Snapdragon 710 don't bother me at all. It has a fingerprint reader and all the goodies, Type C. Now, it's just that bringing out that doggone Android Pie in 2020, and the design of this phone deserves Android 10. It deserves Android 11, whatever it is. It just should be updated out of the box. It should have the current software and security patch out of the box. That's a given. They shouldn't do anything less than that, but they're choosing to at this point. At least for now. We're in November of 2019, and this is what they just listed in the email they sent me, and so I'm just kind of referring it to you, giving it back to you. So the battery is going to be 2510, it appears, which that's a good thing. It's got a nice size battery. It's got 2 displays on it. One is a 6.2 inch once it's actually open, and it is a foldable POLED display coming in, and this is a 21 by 9 aspect ratio phone, folks. So this display is 2142 by 876. And again, that's that 21 by 9 aspect ratio. And then the outside display is 2.7 G OLED is what it says, and it's 600 by 800 with a 4:3 ratio. So you got the regular folding phone from Motorola, and this is important to a lot of people. It's going to be something that if you didn't come up in that time frame and you saw your parents with it, or you had the opportunity to use it, you probably were a young teenager or something like that, depending on who you are. I was in my late 20s, maybe, I think, when this phone came out. I might have been even 30, I'm not sure. But reality is, it's a phone that is probably going to do very well. But here's another DOA for you. It's exclusive to Verizon. At this current recording of this video, it can only be had on Verizon, which is what messed up Motorola the first time, because they gave it to AT&T only, which is a mistake. Exclusive deals are horrible. So that's DOA number 2. Definitely a bad deal by just putting it on Verizon. It's just bad. Other than that, folks, man, it only comes in one color, and it comes in, they call it black, Nori black. And then you've got 2 cameras. Now, here's the strange thing. Some tech reviewers are only reporting 1 camera, and I found that very strange. I was like, what the heck? There's clearly 2 cameras on this device. There's a 16 megapixel on the rear and a 5 on the front. And even watching those videos from the people that are saying there's no camera, it's clearly a camera on the phones that they're holding. So maybe it's going to be disabled. Maybe, this is the ones that they had are not final. Who knows? But nonetheless, Motorola sent the email out today, and it reports 2 cameras. One on the front, which is 5 megapixel, and the main camera is a 16 megapixel with dual pixel autofocus, laser autofocus, color correction, and dual LED flash. So this should be pretty interesting, man. It says bottom firing speaker with 4 microphones, so this will be great for recording audio and things like that. Obviously, it's LTE for everything. So in the box, you get the Razr earbuds. They give you some earbuds, and they're probably going to be Type-C. If they're not Type-C, they're going to have a dongle. You get a turbocharger, a case, which is actually really impressive. Your Type-C cable, headphone adapter cable. So it's going to have Type-C headphones, and it's going to have a dongle in the box. And that's saying a lot. So DOA number 3, and this will probably be the last DOA, is the price. This phone is priced at $1,500. Now, Motorola is definitely playing on the emotions of people who had the original Razr, and they're trying to get you, folks. I'm not against this phone, but that's 3 DOAs from where I sit that make this phone a failure to begin with. You definitely have that price, man. That is just something else. The exclusive deal for Verizon, and then Android Pie. That is DOA, folks. Those are 3 DOAs that shouldn't be there. And the positive side is you can disagree with that, and I respect that. I'll talk to you in the comments about it, but that's what I see. Other than that, folks, and even with Android Pie, it technically can get an update later. So maybe they'll update it by the time this video, by the time the phone comes out, it's going to be running the latest Android. But nonetheless, all that is said, this phone is hot. I mean, I definitely want one. I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I'm not paying $1,500 for it. I'm not financing it, paying $63 a month because that's what Verizon is advertising. That is a scam, folks. That is a straight ripoff. But I saw a comment on Twitter, and someone said, this right here is good technology, but people were accepting iPhones for these high price tags, and you're absolutely 100% correct. You're right about the price tag and how people accept that, but I personally don't. But I think this is good technology. However, it's not new technology. It's just a flip phone with a touchscreen all the way through. Just to put it real bare bones. But $1,500? Come on, son. Come on. Let's stop this nonsense. 3 DOAs from me, but I still want it because I think the phone is going to be really hot. What do you guys think about it? This was just an informational video for you to put it out there to see what you guys thought. Are you planning on buying it? I put up a couple polls, and a lot of you guys said, heck no, I'm not buying this. This is a joke. And some people already put their pricing out there. I'm not saying it's not worth $1,500. I'm saying I'm not paying $1,500 for it. Maybe after I get it, I'll change my mind. We shall see. But it's your man, Jay. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. And I want to see you guys battle in the comments. I really do. What DOAs does it have for you? It's your man, Jay.